People, what's going on, man? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are good. Listen, do apologize for the delay, but we're here. We are here. You know what? We are here, people. We are here. You know what? I'm going to try to go as long as I can, but you know what? I know right now we are on a bees watch, right? We are watching the bees to see if they can release, or we can come to an agreement with the bees, right? On one Buemo, right? I know that's what we're trying to do, but yeah, we'll get to that. AK97 was here. What up? Welcome. But yeah, people, Teddy Sheringham, he did not hold back. All right, Teddy Sheringham was basically blasting Rashford. All right, Rashford, he's saying that Rashford does not deserve Barcelona step up. Right? What's up with that? And you know, these Jackson stories, they're not dying down. Right? Jackson to United, it is really not dying down, right? It may have some kind of legs, and it's one of those things that again, I was saying, it's one of those stories that you wouldn't be surprised if they do happen to get some legs and move, right? It's pretty mad, right? But yeah, guys, welcome. You know what? Talking about bees, right? We're waiting for the bees. We need to agree on the bees. But man, your boy, yeah, right now I am not happy with the bees. All right, now it's not because of Brian Buemo, right? Brian Buemo was there, ready to go, right? Ready to go, waiting for us to finalize the deal. But they decided to attack me today, man. I was just attacked by a bee. I was like, really? Dude, I was at my balcony. I sent my son to take the trash out. So I'm sitting there at the balcony, enjoying the fresh air, looking at dude going to take the trash down. All of a sudden, this bee came from nowhere, bang, straight up on my lip, man, and stung me. So I'm not happy with the bees. All right, I am not happy with the bees, man. I am not at all happy with the bees right now. All right, because not that could be one reason. Second reason is they're raising their price. Apparently, now they're asking for 70. Yeah, man. So anyway, talking about the bees. Yeah, the bee went ahead and stung me. Right on my lip. So you guys don't laugh at me, man. My lip is kind of swollen. I'm gonna try to see how long I can go. Dude, the last time I got stung by a bee was like literally, I don't know, when I was a kid, like, I don't know, 30 years ago, right? So here, as an adult, getting stung by a bee, I'm like, oh, what should I do? Like, the thing was hurting. My lip, I was like, oh my days. So, yeah. So, I'm in a little bit of pain. But you know what? The show must go on, they say. So if you look, you see my lip up here, yeah, don't laugh at me too much. But yeah. But yeah, the bees are apparently now asking for 70 million. That's what the story is telling us, right? Because when we look at the latest updates on Brian Buems, this story is coming up today. Apparently, this is from the Guardian, is saying that Manchester United efforts to buy Brian Buemo have stalled after Brentford raised their valuation to closer to 70. I don't know if this is really it's the Guardian. It's been reported now today. So I don't know if this is now something that was briefed by United, saying like the reason that we haven't finalized this thing is because Brentford keeps on messing around with the price, right? I don't know, but according to this report, Manchester United effort to buy Brian Mbeumo stalled after Brentford raised their valuation to closer to 70, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe intent on not being pushed into paying more than his club 65 million valuation for the forward, right? So Jim is not messing about. Brian Buemo has told Brentford he wants to join Man United. We know that. Blah blah. So anyway, so that's the big story today, right? It looks like Brentford has raised the price to 70. So I don't know what's the deal with that. It's kind of messed up. But again, I think if United were to drop that 60 million base and then with add-ons, that should be able to get the deal over the line. All right, in my opinion, because I don't think United have actually on both bids that were done. I don't know if we haven't done it the way they wanted. That 60 million base. We haven't done that part. So that being the case, yes, I know these reports are saying 70. Now they're not really breaking it down if it's 70, meaning like 60 plus add-ons to make it to that 70, right? It could be that's the situation, but United, we need to give Brentford what they're asking for at this point in time because enough is enough. Today was a disgrace. People, smash a like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. But yeah, so that's one reason why I'm not really liking the bees today. Second reason is I got stung by a bee on my lip, which is really annoying. The last time I got stung was over, I don't know, when I was a kid, 30 years ago. So, I'm not happy with the bees, right? Not being happy with the bees. But you know what? We're here. Squeegee's in the house. What's going on, Squeegee? This transfer window is so painful. I agree with you, man. F Jackson, F the bees. Squeegee, I know, man. I know. So if as we go on, if you see my lip, growing, so I'll be like, you know what, people? I know I said the show must go on, but I may have to jump out. Jackson to Man United. Here we go. Oh my days. Southgate. Stop messing about, man. But yeah. So that is one of the story about Mbeumo today, right? And today being kit launch day. What do you guys think about the new kit, man? What are your thoughts on the new kit? Let me know. What are your thoughts on the new kit? I'm sure you have seen it. Do you like it? Let's see. What are your thoughts on the new kit? Desiree, do it. What's up, man? Welcome, people. Yeah, my thoughts quickly. I mean, the kit, it's alright. I like it. I like it. It kind of gives me vibes of Tottenhamish. It looks like a Tottenham kind of kit, but it's clean. I like it. Now I know there's another one. I think we're gonna have a black one, all right, kind of similar to this, but I don't know what design it's gonna be, but I think I'm more into the black one. The white, it's all right, but it's kind of crazy. Today we released a new kit, but we did not have that marquee signing, that big player to actually go out there and push the kit out because we're yes, Squeegee. I know. That's what I'm saying. I like the third black kit. That's what I like as well. Right? Squeegee is saying it is awful. Right? He said it's awful. That is funny, man. It kind of gives me Tottenham vibes, man, with that white. But yeah, so it was strange. Honestly, a lot of us thought today we're gonna have some kind of something big whenever we launch a kit. That's what we usually do, right? But this time around, nothing. People, smash that like button if you haven't done so already. I'm gonna, that reminds me, I need to all right, give me a second here. Okay, let's start a quick poll. Yeah, man. So that's what. Okay, that's what we are on the Buemo deal. And also another information that I heard today is another reason that we could be, or Ineos is delaying this deal with Brian Buemo is it's obviously financial based, right? Apparently, if Ineos, they may have delayed it because had they signed, for example, Brian Buemo at the beginning of the transfer window, they would have to obviously to pay him from obviously when we sign him, right? The salary wise, right? So I forgot the actual numbers, right? So they may have delayed it because now with Rashford being back, Sancholini being back, Anthony being back, Terrell Malacia being back, they're not on loan anymore. They're splashing a huge amount of cash, close to, close to $1 million or something like that every 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But basically, United is shelling out a lot of cash right now to pay these players that we want them gone, right? Anthony, Rashford, Sancho, all these guys, because they're back. So by them not signing Brian Buemo during this time, they're actually able to kind of offset what could have been done, right? Because they would have needed to pay Brian Buemo as well as these players that we don't want. We need them gone. I don't have the actual numbers, but that was another reason that I saw somewhere on, I forgot where I've seen it, but that's what they were saying. It could be that. So that's why they're kind of pushing this Brian Buemo deal as much as they can, hoping that the Rashford, Garnacho, Sancholini, Anthony, some of those deals can happen, get them out of the door, and then before they finalize the Brian Buemo deal, right? So that could be another reason. Again, bottom line is this: we are broke, and the Ineos is trying to do everything in their power to save money, right? Let's see, the transfer window is so painful. Okay, so that the black kid, can you stop Liverpool? Desiree, can you stop Liverpool? At this point, I don't know. I think no, we cannot. The short answer is we cannot stop Liverpool because Liverpool is running mad right now. If Jackson comes to United, I am convinced Jim the Rat is Chelsea fan. Yep. Because now let's go to this whole thing about Jackson, right? Apparently, there's a talk out there where Jackson is being considered by United as really potential striker option for us. We need a striker, right? We're kind of running low on the striker pool, right? Gyökeres gone. Gyökeres gone. Osimhen not an option. Ekitike looks like he's going to where? It could be going to Liverpool, right? Who else is out there? Benjamin Šeško, forget about it, because Arsenal, they looked at him and they went to Leipzig and said, listen, we want Šeško, but we have Gyökeres over here. Let's make a deal. Leipzig was like, nah. So Arsenal pulled the plug. They went to get Gyökeres. That's done. So if Arsenal pulled the plug from Šeško, we are not signing Šeško, in my opinion, right? Who else is out there? Watkins, maybe. Yeah, listen. At this point, I'll take Watkins. Obviously, if somebody was to make me choose Watkins or Jackson, it's not even a choice. Of course, I'll take Ollie Watkins, but we shall see. And Fabrizio did confirm that at one point, right? At one point, we did consider Mateta, right? Right now, I'll take Mateta, man. I'll take Mateta over Watkins. I don't know. Call me delusional. I'll take Mateta over Watkins right now, right? But we did apparently consider Mateta, but that we didn't proceed with that the plan to try to sign him, right? So Mateta, we talked about him internally, as Fabrizio said, but we were like, nah, no, we have a better option, right? Who else? Oh, there's Vardy out there. Yep, there's Vardy. I see Southgate said Vardy or Jackson. None. I will keep my boy Rasmussen, the wrestler. All right, I will keep Rasmussen any day if I was to choose between Vardy and Jackson. Forget about it. All right. There's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. No, people. No, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. No, forget about it. I will keep Rasmussen. All right. listen, at this point, man, hopefully if we secure Buemo and we are not able to sign a striker, we will be a complete and utter disgrace. But I will hope that with Brian Buemo and Cunha coming in, they can help Rasmus, I don't know, find the back of the net, right? It could be one of those things. But the choices that are being presented to us are, pretty much a joke, all right? Now, if we go for this Jackson deal, right? Chelsea, they're so good. I'm sick and tired of how good Chelsea are when it comes to selling their players. They can sell like nobody's business, right? They buy and they're able to sell their players. They always have that option with Arsenal, right? Chelsea know if they want to empty their garbage, yo, Arsenal, I got some players for you. Arsenal is like, give me, like that. Guys, if you're just joining, man, you look at my lip, it's kind of swollen. I was attacked by the bees. All right. I was attacked by the bees today, and I'm not happy. All right. So I'm going through it right now. Right. My whole face here on this side is terrible. But yeah. So the whole Jackson thing is, it looks like, because obviously Chelsea's trying to get rid of him. He's down the pecking order. They already got two replacement, Joao Pedro, Delap, and Nkunku. So Jackson is right down there. Now Jackson is still young. He's 24 or something like that. All right, he's still young, but still, I don't want him at United, right? Because dude, the minute we bring Jackson to United, that will be like, yo, we are done for as a club. All right, we're done for the club. Legend D, what up? Welcome. Let's see. Make sure I acknowledge all the legends. All right. We will end up. Squeegee saying that we will end up with Watkins. That's my hunch, dude. You know what, Squeegee? If we get Watkins, right, and Buemo, our front three is Watkins, Buemo, and Cunha. You know what? I'll deal with it. I think that will be all right. Because at least with Ollie Watkins coming in, right, he can help. If we obviously, I think we're gonna end up keeping Rasmus, because there was a chance that Rasmus could be going to, was it Inter? It looks like that is not happening, right? Inter, they've gone ahead and signed what's his name? They signed somebody, I forgot, but they went ahead and signed someone. So that move to Inter looks like it's not going to happen, right? So at least Watkins, the way he plays, kind of more of a seasoned striker. Rasmus, the wrestler, can learn something from him. Even Xerxes can learn something from him. So we want that, right? Because right now you bring in a Jackson, it's gonna be what? Now Jackson coming to United, he most likely he may score more goals than Rasmus if he does start up for us, right? But he's not the one that will get us to winning the Premier League or something, or get us to top 4, right? He's not that guy, right? Because right now we cannot say, oh, we're just going to sign players because he's slightly better than what we have, right? Obviously what we have is Rasmus. Now we know the story about Rasmus. He was brought in not to be the main guy. He was supposed to learn from someone, but that is basically the story. So if Jackson comes in, yeah, he may score some goals, but he's not that guy. He's not that guy, right? He's not that guy. So we got to be serious. I will take Watkins. I think Watkins will be definitely better. Again, for me, Mateta, would be ideal as well. But it doesn't look like we're looking into Mateta right now. We did at the beginning of the window, but we didn't go through with that. We didn't go through with the deal, right? So the Jackson thing, Chelsea being good at selling, they want to they may be willing to give us really good deal on Jackson because they want Garnacho, right? So it could be a situation where Garnacho goes to Chelsea because Garnacho wants to stay in the Premier League. So Chelsea is out here, trying to float that idea. Listen, people, we can come up with a deal. You need a striker? I got a striker for you, United, and I need a winger. I can take this kid off your hands. You guys need money, right? So it could be a situation like that, which would be a terrible idea. All right. Okay. Yeah. So the striker who went to Inter, that was Lookman, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Fabrizio saying Adamala Lookman keen on Inter move after further contacts tonight with the camp. Atalanta, I've told him, he has told Atalanta he wants to leave. Inter will soon submit their initial bid for Nigerian forward, while Atalanta insists more on 40 million. So, yeah, so it looks like Lookman could be going to Inter. That means Rasmus stays, or somebody else needs to come for him, right? So with the Garnacho move to Chelsea, that could be another situation where, like Charles said, if Jackson comes to United, then Sir Jim is really a Chelsea fan, because what is happening here is basically us giving Chelsea more money, right? Obviously, because Garnacho is a better value, right? Garnacho is a better value than Jackson, all right? So that deal is no bueno. If they want Garnacho, yeah, they can come and give us whatever we're asking for. You guys let me know, how much would you, what is the minimum you let Garnacho go? I would say if it's Chelsea has the money, come on, man. Give us 55, 60. To me, I think that will be, it will be all right. Ideally, I would like to get like 70 for Garnacho because of the potential, right? Because this kid, I have a feeling, man, Garnacho, wherever he's going to end up, he has a high ceiling of, I think he's going to get better, right? If he's coached well, he still has that belief in himself. I think he has levels to go to. So wherever he ends up, and of course, we need to tack on that sell-on clause. That sell-on clause has done wonders for us, especially this transfer window, all right? That sell-on clause has done really well, all right, for us. Guys, if you don't know, the sell-on clause is whenever you sell a player, you can put a clause in their contract saying, hey, Chelsea, you're buying him now, but if you, a season from now or 2 seasons, he blows up, Real Madrid wants him for 100 million, we get a percentage of that, right? So when it goes out there, we get a percentage of that sale. And listen, that is one thing that has done pretty good for us. Garnacho will end up at Aston Villa. That is also a good shout, the Squeegee, because if he goes to Villa, then maybe something can happen where Watkins can come this way. I think that is a better deal, right? That is a better deal because Ollie Watkins can do a job for us, right? Aston Villa, they need a player like Garnacho because, again, he's going to be going there. His salary is not crazy like Rashi, right? So he will work out at Aston Villa. And listen, at Aston Villa, if he goes out there, he will cook, because what will happen is at Aston Villa, Garnacho will start game in, game out, if I'm not mistaken. At Chelsea, I don't know. He may have to fight for that position. But I think at Villa, he will start. And again, he's also eyeing the World Cup. So he may go out there and do the thing. Let's see, buddy. Desiree saying Ronaldo was right about the club. Garnacho will end up at Villa. Desiree, you should sign the striker from Stuttgart. I forgot his name. Who's that? He will go to Villa on loan. We will sell him next season. Yeah, but you see, you know what, Squeegee? So loan with an obligation to buy, right? Is that what we're trying to say here? If we're talking about loan with an obligation to buy, we need to put in the Sancho clause in that loan. If we say obligation to buy, you are not bringing this kid back. Okay. Let's shake it. One of those with blood. You prick yourself and they'd be like, okay, yeah, like that. One of them, right? Yeah, I'll take that because then he's gonna be his salary, which is again, Garnacho is not that much. We actually need money, right? Him going on loan is how is that really helping us with our financial situation? Because at this point, Garnacho is really our money maker, right? Yeah, it's pure profit. We need that money. So that is kind of, I don't know how we're gonna do that. Him going to on loan, right? Him going on loan, I don't know if that will really help us down the road. Southgate saying if we don't get a striker and if we get Mbwems, we should get Martinez maybe. Yeah, we'll get to that. No, he will play on loan at Villa. We sell him to European team next season. But what about this season though? Don't we need the money like now? Right now the reason we're delaying all these deals is because of our finances, right? We need the money now to make these moves, right? Because we have the money for Mbwems to come in. Brian Mbeumo comes in, we have that money because we already put in initial offer of like what 50 something, right? So we have that money. We can kind of negotiate with Brentford with the bees, which I don't like the bees right now because in case you're joining, they stung me today. We can get that deal through. But if we bring Mbeumo in, if we are going to go and get a striker or any other movements that we need to make, we need sales, right? If we think about our sales, Sancho really, he's not going to bring us much. Rashi, I see Rashi going on loan. I see Rashford going on loan because the way it looks, it doesn't look like we may be able to get a sale for Rashford. We want 40 million, right? Anthony, again, that's another one. Anthony with Real Betis, you would think that they will come and give us the cash, but now Real Betis is also talking about loan. This teams, man. So it's tricky. But I hear you, Squeegee. I hear what you're saying. He will play on loan, and then we'll sell him next season. In an ideal world, I think that will be a good shout. But yeah, nobody can afford him. He will go on loan. I promise. Yeah, Squeegee, you may be right. You may be right. Minister of Defense, what's going on? Are we going to sign another player or players? I'm very frustrated with the transfer window. Minister of Defense, smash that like button. Welcome, people. We're hoping, man. Right now, we are all frustrated. All right, we're all frustrated, but I still believe that we're gonna get Mbeumo. I think we get Mbeumo through the door. I'll feel better, but it's definitely nowhere close to be enough. Squidgy saying his value will increase with the season at Villa, of course. Yeah, don't forget, business people run our club, not football people. Good point, Squidgy. Good point. But these business people also know that they brought in a manager who plays a completely different style of football. If they don't back him up right now, this manager, Ruben Amorim, he's basically going to be playing with the same players apart from two. For example, if we bring in Bremo and Cunha and Leon, but everybody else is from last season and we expect him to perform miracles. You know what I mean? So it's and so these business people who went out there and made a business decision to bring in this guy who, completely different style of football from what we have, the profile of players we have, it's going to be tough. Because now we're expecting that, okay, he's having some preseason, means that next season he's supposed to hit the ground running with this lot, right? We know our players are rubbish, right? Unless we see an amazing, crazy transformation of like nothing has ever been seen before, right? But if he plays with the same players next season, we should expect more or less the same, unless really something drastic happens. So, yeah, these business people need to really think about their lives, because the fans will not be able to tolerate another devastating season. Right now, we're already being tortured with this transfer window because they're penny pinching, right? Instead of executing, bring in the dude. And Bremo. We will only sell Malacia, Sancho, and Anthony this window. How much are we going to get for Malacia, man? Malacia, we are not really hearing stories that teams are looking at Malacia, right? We're not. Sanchelini, yes. Sancho, I think we're going to end up offloading him, right? We see reports that Juve, it looks like from what we see, I think Sancho could be going to Juve, right? Yeah. According to Di Marzio, is saying that Juventus are very close to signing Jadon Sancho. Positive contacts were made this evening with the player's agent and with Manchester United. So, Sanchelini could be going to Juve. How much are we going to get for him? Last time I saw it was what? Juventus were offering what? 8.5 or something like that, which is peanuts, right? Yeah. Anthony, yes, ideally we should sell him. But again, Real Betis, they're asking for a loan, mate. Garner and Rashi will end up on loan. That's reality. Yeah, you may be right. Squeegee is saying 5 million. 5 million for Malacia. Don't we owe some money for him? Because I don't think Malacia is he's all paid up. I think we owe some money on his contract. So that 5 million, it may not do much for us. The whole club is rubbish. I know AK97, KS97. I know, man. We are absolute. Yeah. Malacia. Okay. Yeah. So I see what you're saying. Honestly, our club, when it comes to buying, selling, we're not good at anything. I don't know what we're good at, really. We're good at just being bad, not being able to execute deals. People, smash that like button, man. We have about 20 folks in the house. That's what's up. Let's go. People, welcome. If you're new, I am Luther. This is Man United Central. Welcome. Yeah, so the story about, again, I'm going to go back to the swap deal. According to Pete Hall, it's saying that Manchester United are exploring a swap deal with Chelsea involving Nicholas Jackson as they look to offload Alejandro Garnacho, right? Now, Chelsea, if they want to make a deal with us, Cole Palmer for Garnacho, I think that is a fair trade. All right? Cole Palmer for Garnacho makes sense, in my opinion. All right? Cole Palmer for Garnacho. Sir Jim, you can hit up your boy from Chelsea and say, listen, you guys want Garnacho. Palmer can do a business for us. Let's make it happen. AKS 97, we're good at giving rivals a head start. Yep. Especially when we play them, if we have the number one shot stopper Onana on goal, whenever we start a match, it's as if we're starting with one, like a goal deficit already. Winter is coming. Oh man, AKS 97, that's funny. But yeah, Chelsea stopped messing about here. We're sick and tired of taking their garbage. I think Mason Mount, imagine this. Mason Mount, in my opinion, was better than Jackson, right? And look what happened to Mason Mount. Okay? The dude hasn't been able to stay healthy for, a couple of games. So now we go and take Jackson. Come on, man. I can see Palmer. Dude, me too. I can see dude in a United kit. He will look nice. He will look right at home. He grew up. Yeah, he grew up as a United fan. Exactly, man. So it's only right, right? It's only right he comes home. But of course, it ain't gonna happen, right? So it's not gonna happen because that will be some really crazy business there, right? It'll be some crazy business if we can do that. So Palmer to replace Bruno in the future. Shoot, man, Palmer is a baller, man. He is a baller. But yeah, that'll be interesting if that was to happen, but it's not. I don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, this story about Jackson, I don't want to see it. I would rather keep Rasmus, honestly, if we cannot really get a deal for a striker, right? I just saw another report here. This is from Buemo. Jamie Jackson was reporting that Manchester United's push to buy Buemo has stalled after Brentford raised their valuation to closer to 70 million. So Jim Ratcliffe is intent on being not being pushed into paying more than his club's 65 valuation. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, that story is pretty mad. Another thing that I saw when it comes to Anthony now, we're trying to make some money, right? Manchester United have set a valuation, asking price of Anthony, the GOAT, to a whopping 50 million pounds. Man United want 50 million pounds for Anthony, the GOAT. I think that is a fair price. All right. It's a fair price for Anthony. What you all think? 50 million. It's a fair price, man, for Anthony. Because Anthony, if you think about it, last season he had a really good season, right? Really good season at Real Betis. He was the man out there, right? Because today I saw something. What did I see? Let's see. I saw that some of the other players. I saw who Kudus. I think Kudus went for, what is it? Went for 50. I think Kudus went for like close to 55 or something like that, and I lost that. Yeah, but basically most of these players, right? I think Kudus. Who else? There's a few of them. Most of these players who were sold initially, they all went for like 55, close to 50, 55, that price range, right? Now, most of those players who were sold in that, the wingers and whatever, none of them like had a better season if you compare it to what Anthony had, right? So it would make sense for us to be asking for like 50 for Anthony. Now, Real Betis, can they afford that? That is the issue there, right? Squeegee, I'm sure Palmer has like a 10-year deal with Chelsea. Yes, he does. Yeah, Palmer has a 10-year deal. I think 9. I think it's 9 years or something like that. It's mad, right? It's mad, and yeah, and that's what Chelsea does, man. It gives them. They sign these players. They put a long contract on them. You know, that way you lock him in. So yeah, that's gonna be tough. K Star, Palmer's contract ends in 2030. Yep. Yeah. See, Squeegee, didn't he just sign an extension? Yeah, I think he signed an extension last season. That's what took it to that the 2030 date last season. Yeah. I thought he signed pay rise. Yeah, I think when he signed that last contract, it kind of bumped him up on the pay. Yeah. So yeah, that Palmer thing is not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. They snatched that number 10 from Mudrich real quick. Yeah, they sure did. Right. So yeah, but this swap thing, I don't like it. And if it happens, I agree with Chow that we know Sir Jim is trying to help Chelsea out, because Sir Jim and Chelsea, they have a close relationship. He tried to buy them you know, and he holds season tickets, right, for Chelsea. That's a disgrace. You own United and you still have season tickets for Chelsea, man. Yeah. So yeah, we don't want that deal. If he goes out there, let's just get the money for Garnacho. They can keep Palmer. Somebody else can go and get Chelsea's leftovers, right? I'm glad that we're all in agreement. No Jackson. K Star, they spread the payments over 10 years. Yep. That's smart, to be honest. It is, K Star. Yeah. And that's what Chelsea are doing. Chelsea and Todd Bowley, they are not messing about. They're saying, listen, we're going to spend the cash. We're going to get the best young talent. And honestly, if you look at that Chelsea team, that team is looking scary. They're missing a few pieces, right? Goalkeeper is definitely one of them. Sanchez, yeah, he played out of his skin last game, but in the past, like last season, Sanchez was kind of that one of the issues they had. Of course, up top as well, striker. So right now, I think Joao Pedro, Delap, they can kind of make it happen. The midfield looks okay. They may bring in a few more pieces here and there. I think they're looking at Maignan as a goalkeeper, right? And what they did last season is the way they were able to balance it out. They were able to score more goals and stuff like that. That way to offset what Sanchez's mistakes in the back are, whatever. So now I think this summer they may address the goalkeeper situation. Boom. Once they have that sorted, next thing, listen, they could be challenging, man. So, and because they're a young team, Chelsea could be challenging for many, many moons, right? Let's see. Yeah, that's not allowed. Squidgy saying, yeah, that's not allowed, though. They have restricted these long contracts. But listen, do you think Todd Bowley cares? Todd Bowley is like, listen, man, I want to build this team. I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm going to sell my hotels to myself. I'm going to, buy my own car and sell it to myself. He's going to do whatever he can, man, to build that team. That is something we cannot do because we are Man United. We're held at a higher standard. All right. We cannot do these criminal things like us buying our women's team. We cannot do that. We are Manchester United. Man. Oh boy. So Jim, childhood crush, was named Chelsea. And she was a fan too. Hence his obsession. Oh, that's a good one. AKS 97. That is a good one, mate. That's a good one. A goalkeeper and an elite defender. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Chelsea. Yeah. And look, Chelsea, they're going to always strengthen, right? Liverpool are doing a complete and utter madness, right? The Isak deal, I don't know if they're going to be able to pull that off. But if they can, that'll be ridiculous. If they can't, they're already talking to Eintracht Frankfurt for Ekitike, right? So they're not messing about. Man City, yeah, they're not going to mess about. Arsenal, Gyökeres and them, Eze, Saka, they're good. So already they're top 4 teams. I think they're already sorted. So right now, if we're trying to get maybe to top, I don't know, top 7 or something. So it's going to be hard work. It's going to be hard work. Did Liverpool find oil on the Anfield? K-Star? That is the question. Where did they find this money? All right? That needs to be looked at. Okay? Someone needs to go and look at this lot. They're not messing around. These American owners they're not messing around. All right? They have, listen, it sucks that we have American owners as well, but we have the broke billionaires or the ones that they try to take money out of our club. They need to go, man. Glazers out. But yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, Liverpool, they found some cash somewhere, man, under those under Anfield. They were drilling and they found some oil. But yeah, they're not messing about. They were willing to splash 120 on Isak after already splashing crazy on Verts and all these other players. Like Liverpool is rolling as if they're like us. No, no, not like us in spending, like us finishing 15th, right? Right, where we're not spending, we're not doing anything, but it's as if they have this thing like, I'm gonna show you all, right? Liverpool is like, I'm gonna show you all what we're all about, all right? Even though we won this thing, we're gonna go all out, baby. We're gonna go all out to get this 21. And the way they're rolling, it's gonna be a long day, man. Or it could be one of those. Could you guys think Liverpool, right? Could be. They want to show. Do you think this is all Trent related? Do you think Liverpool is like, oh, Trent, you thought Real is a bigger club than us? That's why you went over there? We're going to show you, Trent. We're going to win Champions League next season. We're going to make sure we delay your Champions League medal as long as we can because we are a big club as well. I don't know, but they're doing their thing. I'm jealous. All right. I wish we could splash cash like that and stop nickel and diming. Liverpool found out they aren't joking. Yeah, Squeegee, Liverpool didn't spend a pound last year. They technically have 2 seasons worth of money to play with. That is true, because honestly, Arne Slot, that team that he inherited from Klopp, was pretty stacked. Right now, Klopp, in order for him to get that team to where it was when he left, they did spend some money, right? They spent some money to build that team. So it was already a team that is pretty much, it's a turnkey kind of thing. Slot came in and slotted in nicely. He did the job. So that's a good point. Yeah, they didn't spend money last year or a window ago. So now they have the money. Yeah, that is true. But man, that is crazy. Our owners ain't broke. I know, right? Squeegee, that's why they're spending. Yep. They run the club. They pretty much turned us broke. By taking money out instead of putting money in. Disgrace. They're happy to take the dividends. I don't know. Yeah, so far they haven't taken any dividends. All right. They haven't taken any dividends lately. They haven't done that. They happily take. Yep. K-Star. They bought Gakpo, Diaz, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Endo, Nunez. They low key have been spending. Yeah. They have. I think January they didn't get anybody, but even those guys, right? None of them they were big purchases, right? They bought wisely. And yesterday, seeing those links of Rashi to Liverpool, what do you think, people? Whoever was not here yesterday, would you let Rashford go to Liverpool? Because Liverpool apparently put Rashford on the short list of a striker to replace Darwin Nunez. It's never going to happen. I'm just want to put that out there. That will never ever happen. All right, Rashford to Liverpool will never ever happen. But that story was put out there. Sky Sports was reported on it. I was like, are you serious? Liverpool, you're already doing a madness. Now you're going to put Rashford in your striker list? Really? Come on, man. What's up with that? But it's mad. People, welcome. Smash a like, people. Smash that like button. Come on, let's go. Squeegee, that wasn't last year though. Okay, start. Okay. Royal Belgian Football Association. Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. Hello, welcome. Agre Osborne. Welcome, Agre. First of all, if you are new people, a price of admission to this amazing community of ours is you gotta let us know what team you support. Number 1. 2, you gotta smash that like button. 3, hit the subscribe. 4, hit the notification bell. I know it's a lot, but you can do it. And I am Luther. This is Man United Central. Welcome, everybody. I see here, we already talked about it, but United considered Mateta as one of the options at the start of the window, but never proceeded. For the striker position, they have 3 to 4 options, but it will depend on how much they can spend as well as sales. This is according to Fabrizio Romano. So Mateta was part of it, but not really. Let's go to the goalkeeping front. Listen, this story of Emiliano Martinez, I like it. I want it to be true. I really want this guy to come in, right? Is he a huge upgrade to Onana? I think so. But he also has, some mistakes here and there, but attitude-wise, swag, he can handle that Man United jersey beautifully, right? Reports are suggesting negotiations are in progress between Manchester United and Aston Villa for Emiliano Martinez. A formal offer is expected in the coming days. Negotiations are also underway on the player's contract. All right, this is being reported from the Argentina side, right? This Argentina reporter, he's the one who broke this story, talking about Emiliano Martinez. Now, it hasn't really, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but we haven't had our tier ones from our end or part of this world in the in the UK, Fabrizio, Ornstein. We haven't really seen those guys collaborate that story, but the journalist who broke it, he has like over 1.1 million followers on X, so he's legit, right? He's legit. But these aggregators on X, they are definitely running with the story as well. I see one here from they're saying Manchester United are closing in on signing Emiliano Martinez, with the goalkeeper having already agreed to join the club. Of course, who wouldn't want to join Manchester United? We're a big club, mate. Let's go. Royal Belgium is saying that Rashford to Barcelona. I hope they get him, man. Well, we're going to talk about that for a second. Spirit of LFC fans, you guys are going crazy. Hi, everyone. How are you? Like, comment, share, subscribe. We Liverpool get Isak for 120 million. You know everyone and has no bias to any club and respect everyone. RIP Jota and Andre. Yes. RIP Jota and Andre. Talking about that, it's good to see that Bruno Fernandes, Dalot, and our boss Amarin went to Liverpool and laid a reef there, to show like, listen, rivalry, there's no place. Football always comes first, and definitely those two. Yeah, it was devastating, man. Devastating. May they rest in peace. Just keep their family in our prayers. Mr. Nobody, what up? Welcome. But yo, Liverpool, you guys are going crazy, man. You need to slow down. There's a question that was presented earlier. Did you guys just find oil money in Anfield somewhere? Because you guys are just splashing it. Just kidding. We've established that you guys did not spend much in the past, so now you have a little bit more cash money. CFN, welcome. Onana extended contract 5 years. You got jokes. Brother Dev Kapoor, what's going on? £10 saved by Sir Jim on shampoo soap, and meal by not signing Buems today. Listen, marginal gains, they say. Marginal gains. They're saying the reason we haven't signed Buemo is because we have Rashford, Sanchi, Garnachi, Malasi, you know, who else is out there? Anthony. Those guys, they're back home, so we are paying their salary, which is close to, I don't know, they said close to, I don't have the actual number, don't quote me, close to 1 million or something. So they're trying to offset it. Had they signed Buemo, then Buemo will be chilling this whole time, of course, in training, whatever. We are paying Buemo's salary. But if you delay it, then you kind of balance it out. You know, you don't pay Buems, and because already money is going out to paying these 5 players that are training by themselves, right? So that could be the reason, right? That could be the reason. So it's kind of mad. Um, Kenny Fan TV. What's going on, Kenny? Good to see you, man. Marginal gains, man. I'm telling you, Kenny, marginal gains. You know, you save on the shampoo. You know, you save a 10-pounder here and there, a quid here and there. You know, that's how we're rolling. We are broke, people. We are broke. But yeah, it's pretty mad, man. It's pretty mad seeing the way we're rolling. Today we released a new kit, and listen, a new kit, and I saw my boy KG on X. He posted something like, "Yo, we released a new kit. We couldn't even afford emblems. We signed a model. We signed a model to model the jersey." Listen, it's just crazy, crazy. Because in the past this would not happen, man. We'll be signing a player, we'll have something big to excite us, right? Dev is saying, brother, Sir Jim is interested because Mbwems will not shampoo. That is funny. That is a good one. That is a good one, right? Marginal gains, Dev. Marginal gains. Oh man, that is too funny, man. Too funny, right? Yes, marginal gains. You sign Buemo, no shampoo necessary. Boom. All right. Oh man, that's funny. Spirit of LFC. Liverpool FC should consider acquiring Mark Guehi. Oh, 100%. I saw you guys were linked with him. Gerard Heto, Edison, Alexander Isak, and Rodrigo to bolster the LFC squad and challenge for next season. I think Rodrigo, that's another one. I saw Mark Guehi will be crazy because I think Liverpool was linked to Mark Guehi, but I don't know how that story kind of died. It didn't really happen. Kenny is saying broke billionaire FC. Yeah, you know, blame it on the Glazers, man. The Glazers, they did this to us. They took money out instead of putting money in. I saw that an airline back in the 80s saved 40,000 by putting one less olive in the salad. Yeah, it can happen, man. That marginal gains thing is it's a thing, right? And we thought Sir Brailsford, when he came on board, that he talked about that marginal gains thing. But again, now Sir Brailsford is gone. Best in class, apparently they're here, but we are not seeing what they're all about. I don't know what Sir Jim was talking about. Best in class. We cannot sign a player. Really, dude? Best in class, mate? We joke. We are joke. Kenny, a spirit of LFC fans, I think Isak should be enough for you a lot to win the league. But yeah, but they may not get Isak though. They may not get Isak, but even if they get Ekitike, I think Ekitike will fit in nicely in that Liverpool team, man. Yeah, but you can see that they're very ambitious. They're very ambitious. They're going for it. They are going for it, man. So our only hope is Arsenal find something where they can win something, right? I think Arteta finally realizes that he needed a striker instead of more defenders, right? All right. He needed a striker instead of more defenders. So he finally, they, I haven't seen that they finalized the deal on Gyökeres yet, but they obviously it's a here we go for Gyökeres. But I'm hoping that with Gyökeres coming in, if they can secure Eze, they can challenge Liverpool. Obviously, we are not. We wish we could. I don't see us challenging Liverpool next season. Someone needs to stop Liverpool because Liverpool are doing a madness. They're trying to go for that 21, man. Let's see. Math vibes. I am here laughing my ass off. United are just talk, no action. Oh yeah, that's how we roll. I think relegation would be good. A wake up call for your club. Math vibes. Some people were talking about that last season. Yo, we should get relegated. That way, these leeches of the owners could sell. But that will never happen. We're a big club, man. Yeah, if we didn't get relegated last season, it's not going to happen, right? We're not going to get relegated. So, but I think finishing 15th, you would think worst season ever should be it should be enough of a wake up call because that has never happened, right? Us being that bad. The last time we were that bad when we got relegated, right? That's what you think. Wake up call. But being relegated, it's not happening, right? Because obviously finishing 15th, it's not really bothering this lot because, it's been a month. We're negotiating on Wems to come in, right? So it's ridiculous. Spirit LFC, Liverpool FC preseason game are Yokohama, Milan, and Athletic Club twice. Charity Shield game against Crystal Palace. Premier League game, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Arsenal, Burnley, Everton. Yeah. Mr. Nobody KGT got luck. Good luck, brother. KGT. Yeah. But yeah, guys, in case you're just joining us, again, I'm Luther. This is Man United Central. I'm happy that you guys are here. But yeah, man, initially, in case you missed it, I'm really upset with two things when it comes to the bees. Right, the bees apparently they have raised the asking price. Right, Manchester United push for to buy Bryan Mbeumo has stalled after Brentford raised their valuation to close to £70 million from Mbeumo. Secondly, I got stung by a bee, man, on my balcony. It's ridiculous. The last time I was stung by a bee, right here on the lip. So don't laugh at me, people. It's not cool laughing at people when they get stung by a bee. So the last time I was stung by a bee, I was a kid, like 30 years ago, right? So I'm sitting there. My son was taking the trash outside, so I'm watching him on the balcony, enjoying the weather. And then all of a sudden, man, a bee went straight up here on my lip. It's not good. Now, it could be a sign that Mbeumo is coming. That could be a sign, people. That could be a sign we may be finding a breakthrough. I hope there's a silver lining there. But yeah, that's my story. And so right now I am struggling, but you know what? The show must go on. Let's go. What happened to the stadium upgradation, mate? Listen, the stadium it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. I think they're getting them both. Let's go. Spirit is saying Isak is ready, mate, and proven in the Premier League. Ekitike is developing. No, that's what I'm saying. Isak. Newcastle do not have to sell Isak, right? They don't have to sell him. They have Champions League football. Newcastle is trying to make Isak the face of the project, right? So they may offer him a new contract, so he may end up staying at Newcastle. But Liverpool is not just sitting there waiting for Isak. They're talking to Eintracht Frankfurt for Ekitike. If you look at the player profile, you may say Ekitike is a up and coming. He's still learning his craft. You throw him into that Liverpool team, and you have all these amazing players surrounding him. He'll find the back of the net, because you have all these players that can create for you. So he'll work. He'll work for sure. Dev, isn't Ekitike a United fan? Yeah, man. All these players are United fans, Dev. Right? They're United fans. But we can't afford them. But yeah, he's a United fan, but he won't be. He won't stop going to Liverpool because he cares about United, man. So I know it's tough. It's tough, Spirit of LFC, Liverpool 20 and Manchester United 20. I know. That's why we don't want you guys to get 21. Zaza, what's up? Zaza, smash that like button. All right, Manchester City, best club in the universe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that, man. Man City, no, never. It's United. We know that it's United. Best club, not lately. We are work in progress. Uh, but lately, City, you've been able to do your thing, winning a couple of things here and there. Last season, you weren't. It wasn't that great. Uh, but not the best club in the world for sure. Let's see. I need to do something here. Uh, okay. One moment here. Let's do this. Okay. All right. People, welcome everybody. That B was sent by Brentford. I'm telling you, man. AK-97. From nowhere, dude. I'm just chilling there. I know I was like a big target, sitting on the balcony, like la la la, looking around, and then yeah. So you got that right, yeah, man. Imagine if you drop a player of Bruno's ability in Newcastle. Yeah, and Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe is a good coach, man. I have a feeling like Eddie Howe is going to end up being the next England manager. I think if Tuchel does not deliver the World Cup, I think Eddie Howe is that English manager that can take on that job and hopefully do a good job. I like Eddie Howe, man. I like Eddie Howe. I like what he's done at Newcastle. He's turned that team into like hardworking, fighters and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. Man, I'm scared of Shirky. He will kill. Is said in the interview. Oh yeah. He basically he's holding a little bit of a grudge. Don't be scared of Shirky, man. Listen, when we face Shirky, we're gonna lock him down. We got Maguire. All right, we got Maguire. We got De Ligt, Euro, Licha. We're good. Don't worry about them. And in Spain versus match, he was killing after substitution. Yeah. Shirky, he looked good. But I'm not worried about him, man. We're gonna lock him down. Don't worry. But yes, he's holding a little bit of grudge because they thought they can come at Old Trafford and just start celebrating before the game is over. And then we were like, nah, we are Manchester United, mate. Don't start celebrating here. That's not how we roll. AK-97, did you see we are in for Tolisso? AK-97. Yeah, man, we talked about it the other day. Yeah, this Tolisso thing, what is this? This is 2025, man. 4 years ago, I think we were linked with Tolisso. Tolisso now? Forget about it. Ain't happening. Again, we need to offload midfielders first of all, one in order for us to bring one in. Tolisso now, Rios, I would take him. Edison, that kind of player, but not Tolisso, man. Not in 2025, 2026. Yeah, no. I think that ship has sailed. Just like right now, someone mentions De Jong. Yeah, that ship has sailed. I don't want to hear any De Jong stories, nothing. Because apparently De Jong has 1 year left on his contract. So some folks were kind of floating it out there like, yo, we should go to Barca and see if we can make some kind of deal. Rashi going that side. Maybe we can take De Jong. I don't want to hear De Jong. I still have PTSD. Okay? I have PTSD on that one summer. De Jong. The whole window, man. We were talking about De Jong, and De Jong had already told us, I don't want to come to y'all. Forget about it. Uh, Mahmoud. Anis Mahmoud, welcome. Man United going to have a hard time competing in the top six with how other teams are building their teams. Mahmoud, you are correct, Mundo. People smash that like button. All right. Yes, we're going to. Honestly, we're going to. And the way this Ineos best in class, the way they're trying to sabotage Ruben Amorim, it's a disgrace because yeah, without backing, he's not going to be able to do anything. All right. Sam Lockhurst, he's reporting that Manchester United have given the impression that Delap was the only player they had lined up as their new starting striker. While it may have been beneficial for them to be linked with Gyökeres and Ekitike, there were no concrete discussions. That is according to your boy Sam Lockhurst, right? Yeah, that Delap thing, I wish him all the best. He can go out there. We'll find a better striker, man. All right, we're gonna find someone who's gonna do better than Delap. All right, Delap was he looked good when he came for Chelsea, but we needed a striker who's ready-made, hit the ground running. Delap was not. So, good riddance. Right? It's one of those. Again, Manchester United, we're demanding 50 plus million for Anthony. Now, there are clubs that are interested in Anthony include Newcastle, Brighton, Bayer Leverkusen, RB Leipzig, and Real Betis. So there are suitors out there for Anthony because, again, my man went out there to on loan and he did what he was supposed to do. And Anthony is willing to lower his wages, unlike Sanchelini, unlike Rashi. All right? Talking about Rashi, Sheringham went on. Listen, Sheringham did not hold anything back, people. I don't know if you have seen it. Pinder, CO, Wagwan. Welcome, Pinder. People smash that like button. This is what Sheringham was saying. Manchester United legend Teddy Sheringham believes Marcus Rashford does not deserve the step up to Barcelona as he looks to depart Old Trafford. So Sheringham thinks or says that Marcus Rashford going to Barcelona is a step up, and Rashford is a disgrace. He should not get that move. Rasta, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Rasta Stocks people is in the house. Mr. Standards himself. Listen, people, if you haven't subscribed yet to Rasta Stocks, go ahead and hit him with the follow. Subscribe on all the socials, my guy. All right, so this report on Sheringham continues. It says that, let's see, what did it say? Oh, yeah, so this is what it said. Sheringham said, if you assess where Marcus Rashford is a professional footballer, as a professional footballer, you strive as a youngster to get to a very top and play for clubs like Manchester United. And when you are there, you appreciate it, right? So as a kid, you strive to get to the best team in the world. You're already there. You're supposed to sit there and appreciate it and do your thing. So he continues saying that you don't throw it away and say you want to leave. I find the whole episode very soul destroying compared to the way I was back in the day and how I strove to get the privilege to play for such a huge football club. He says to hear someone talking the way he's talking, Rashford that is, saying that he wants out. He says, I didn't like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang doing it for Arsenal. I thought it was soul destroying, and I hope Rashford does not get the move that he's looking for. Damn. That is our legend. Teddy Sheringham continues saying, from my perspective, if you go from Manchester United to Barcelona, that is a step up, and he doesn't deserve it. People, what are your thoughts on Teddy Sheringham going, living it all out there, saying like, you know what, Rashford, you're a disgrace, mate. All right, you should be giving your all at United, right? Not telling, going on interviews, say, yo, I need out of here. I need another challenge. Really, really. Um, let's go. Ross is saying, I'm good. Just came back from gym. Oh, nice, nice, dude. Did you drop some? Yeah. I saw. I think did you posted some content from out there, right? That's what's up. I'm gonna check him out. Welcome back, man. EJ Santiago, are you excited about the 70% chance that Nico Jackson is going to United for 60 to 70 million? Listen, EJ. First of all, EJ, you're just coming in. You're coming in hot. All right. Don't say stuff like that. Okay. All right. Don't say stuff like that. We don't want Nicholas Jackson at our club. Rasta is saying Nicholas Jackson, I don't want him near our club. Yeah, he's a scrub. All right, he's a scrub. So yes, no, but yeah, this. Listen, Teddy Sheringham coming out like this on Rashford. I think yes, it was kind of harsh, but it had to be said, in my opinion. Really, I mean, he's Rashford. We made him who he is. He should not be living this way, right? His number be taken off of him. Yeah, that's I know we have standards, and I'm glad that Ruben Amorim has been given that power to say, you know what, you five of you guys, you're gonna be training at 5 when the first team leaves. Yes, sometimes you have to do that to force the players out, because imagine you, Rashford, Sanchellini, Anthony, Garnacho, right? All you guys have to wait the whole day to train at 5. When the first team is leaving, you guys are coming in to train. That is, it's devastating, obviously. And you're hoping that will kind of trigger something in these players. Say, listen, man, what are we doing here? All right, why are we putting ourselves through this? Let's just do something so we can get a move and actually go and play football, right? Money's not everything. Spirit of LFC, you're really smart and know a lot about the clubs and countries and about football. You must have a season ticket at Manchester United and go to home and away games with Manchester United. Actually, no, Spirit. I am in Washington, D.C. I'm nowhere close to Manchester, but I love the club. All right. Let's see. Spirit of LFC say like, comment, and subscribe and share. Let's go. That's what's up. People, yeah, man. Make sure you smash that like button. Mahmoud is saying that I know why Bayer Leverkusen want Anthony, other than his pretty good form in Betis. Come on, man. Listen, Erik ten Hag, he needs to do us a solid, at least 1 or 2, right? He likes signing his old players, right? Erik ten Hag, we thought he was gonna, once he got that job at Bayer Leverkusen, right? We thought my man is gonna come and say, hey, Onana, you coming? He didn't. He went and signed some other goalkeeper. Really, ten Hag? So yeah, if he can give us some of that money, because Leverkusen has money, right? They have money. That Florian Wirtz money, right? They have money, so he can naturally come out there and get Anthony. He can probably get Garnacho too if he, yeah, something like that. Ross says that he's right. He's a disgrace scrub. Bass Manuel music. Good job, man. But I have an input. Talking about getting ready made striker, but the question is, how many ready-made strikers are currently available on the market? Bass Manual Music. Listen, man, if you're new here, this is what you need to do. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let us know what team you support. But listen, yeah, ready-made strikers out there, it's not a lot. Right now we are on, at the beginning we had a list of the strikers, right? I think from what we hear from reports, their lap was number one. And then there was Gyökeres, Mateta was on there, right? So right now, of course, the lab said, "Forget about you, United. I'm gonna go Champions League football." Ooh, good riddance. Anyway, you are not ready made. You are still a potential. Gyökeres, forget about it. He's at Arsenal. Mateta, according to Fabrizio Romano, we did talk. We had a conversation internally, but it never went anywhere. So yeah, Šeško, Arsenal, they were looking at him. Arsenal was like, nah. So Šeško ain't going nowhere. We're not going anywhere close to Šeško because again, he's gonna cost us a lot. Who else is out there? Ekitike. It looks like it's been linked with Liverpool. If Liverpool don't get Isak, so yeah, the striker ready-made market is really low right now. Maybe Watkins, right? Ollie Watkins. We see reports he may be open for a move from Villa. From Villa, we hear that Watkins and Martinez, those guys, they'll be willing to make the move if we came and do a deal. So yeah, we're in trouble. And don't even mention Vardy. I saw someone mention Vardy. Vardy is available out there, man. And Vardy is simple. You give him his Red Bulls, you're good to go. He's gonna run, get the job done. But no, I don't want to see Vardy. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, not anywhere close to my club. So those are out. But there's this Nicholas Jackson story. That Nicholas Jackson story is scary because it's being reported by a lot of reporters. So that it looks like it's an actual story. So and that is one of those things that you can see these Sir Jim being a Chelsea fan, he may be willing to pull that move. So you may see Jackson leading the line. I mean, listen, guys, if we see Jackson leading the line next season, I'll be like, that's it. We are finished. We're finished. But yeah, so ready-made is tough. But again, that's what we need. We already have a potential in Rasmus right now, all right? And Rasmus didn't do well last season. So we do need that finished article, but it's not a lot of them out there. Dev, man, so Jim has the money to sign Max Verstappen in F1 for 103, but no money for signing in United, even though they have similar ownership situation. Well, good point. Honestly, I don't think he doesn't have the money, right? What they're trying to do here is to prove a point that we are a different United, right? All these teams, whenever we knock on the door, like, yeah, Man United here. Yeah, we would like to sign that Brian Buemo guy. All right. So Brentford, if it was any other team, they'll be all okay to give him a fair price. When United come, once they see this badge, they tack on that United tax. And it's a thing. It's a known thing that whenever we go for these players, they tack on the United tax. In the past, Woodward and the crew, they'll pay it. So Jim, Ineos, they're trying to get away from that. Because if you continue that same structure of doing business when it comes to deals, then it's never going to end. So now they're playing hardball with Brentford to prove a point, right? So this saga with Brian Buemo, it could continue all the way until maybe first couple of games of when we start the season, right? Because right now they're holding to their guns, like, nah, man, we're not gonna overpay, mate. So yeah, they have the money, but they just don't want to overpay. Mahmoud said Jackson probably needs the killer instinct as a striker when in the box, since that holds him back. Yeah, but still, he misses a lot. But if Jackson came to United and Jackson is there and Rasmus is there, I have a feeling Jackson will score more goals than Rasmus, right? But Jackson is not really the upgrade that will take us to top 6, right? The idea here is you want to bring in a striker who's actually going to get you, top six and above, and make you get somewhere. And Jackson is not. DFG, what up? Welcome. Good to see you, mate. Best manual music done, sir. Like and subscribe. Let's go. Bass, you are the man. Thank you very much. I am an Arsenal fan all the way from Nigeria. What's going on, man? Welcome all the way from Nigeria, Bass. I just stumbled on your page. Let's go. That's what's up, man. I'm glad we found each other, brother. Guys, if you're new here, I am Luther. This is Man United Central, and I'm happy that we found each other. Now, what part of Nigeria, though, Bass? While binge scrolling YouTube, and now I'm stuck here. Hey, listen, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. The whole point is to have a nice conversation, and the community that we're trying to build here is just good vibes, no that negativity stuff, and we hang out and talk football, right? You're gonna see us United fans cry from time to time, but Arsenal, what you guys are doing, we cannot wait to face you guys on the first game. But this guy, he could probably do a madness on us. But you know what? I'm ready for you guys. We're going to be ready because I think United, that first game with Arsenal, I think we have a chance of winning that. Kenny Fan TV, Watkins would be my first choice. No chance in hell I would take Jackson. You know what? My man, Kenny. People, if you haven't subscribed to Kenny Fan TV, go ahead and hit him up with the subscribe on his channel as well. He's doing his thing out there. DFG Openda. Yeah, I don't know. McBirth. Hi, bro. I just joined your live all the way from Accra. What's going on? Ghana in the house. GH. Welcome, man. McBirth, you got to let us know 4 things. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, let us know what team you support, and you know what? Hit that notification bell. I already said it. Yeah, welcome. But welcome. Accra is in the house. Kenny Fan, nice to meet you, Luther. Feel free to hop on Friday. I'll be streaming. Okay, yeah. I'll check you out. I'll check you out, Kenny. I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure. For sure. Man, listen, people, one thing I got to say is I am, sometimes I know Manchester United is trying, they're really testing our patience, they're testing our mental acuity, mental strength, because this team, this club can really depress you, right? So don't let it depress you. If you feel like this club is already, they try to mess with us, finishing 15th last season, try to switch off. Disable notification on X or sign out of X. If you're one of those, you wake up in the morning, you're scrolling, hoping to see here we go, right? Don't let this team get to you, man. Your mental strength is more, mental health is more important than this club. It's just that. So, take care of yourself for sure. Football Edits 99. What's going on, man? Brett, about a month ago. Let's go, Brett. That's what's up. Thank you. My profile is Man United. Football Edits 99. Welcome. But yeah, man. What was I saying? I'm looking forward, honestly, for that Saturday game. Right? Saturday we take on some team called Leeds. Right? So, yeah, we play Leeds. I'm really looking forward for that game because I want to see what these guys have been working at, right? Are we going to see something different? Are we going to see these players actually understanding what Ruben Amorim wants, right? Are we going to see, some spark? Say, okay, Xerxes up top with Cunha, Ahmad maybe as a 10. It could work. I want to see something. But if we get battered by Leeds, listen, guarantee the next couple of days if we lose by Leeds, they're going to have to pull the trigger on Mbwems or something like that because it will be a disgrace. right? We cannot lose that game with Leeds, even though it's a friendly. No, we cannot. But I'm looking forward to that game, honestly, for sure. Um, for sure, I am looking forward to that. McBirth, no matter what, I'm still a fan of the Red Devils since 1999. Let's go. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, man. A lot of us old heads, we have seen the glory days, right? Now the only issue now is the younger crowd who are just now finding United. You know, they haven't seen us being that team, right? The team like, yo, back then we were the team, right? So they haven't seen that, and it may go for a while before they see us back in the top again. So it's a worrying thing. It's a worrying. Why am I shaking? Really, really, what's happening? Yeah. I hope, guys, is my camera is shaking. Uh, Hope not. But yeah, so that's weird. Yeah, so we're hoping that we can get back to the top sooner rather than later, because the time is not really on our side. All right. Openda has 2 seasons in it's 90 games, 41 goals, 18 assists. I wanted. Oh wow, it's shaking like crazy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's dude. I don't know what's the deal. But whoa, that is mad. But you know what? On that note, it could be a sign for us to say, you know what? We have gone over an hour and 30 minutes. Usually the show is an hour, but let's just end it here, because I don't know what's the deal. I'll need to exit and maybe come back in. But you know what? It's been great, people. I'll catch you on the next one. Same time, same place, 9:45 Eastern. I'll see you all next one, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Tail Plister. No, Tail Fister, welcome. But yo, smash the like, hit the subscribe, people. Peace out. Thank you, everybody. Stay blessed. You guys are legends. I'll see you on the next one. My name is Luther. This is Man United Central. Peace out. I don't know what's the deal with my camera here. See you guys.